Well, we have finally reached year 12 in this series with the Rams, everybody. Welcome back to the series. We open year 12 against the Panthers at home in SoFi Stadium. This team has not really been in contention, really hardly at all over the course of this entire series. We are coming off a year in which we had the 1 seed with a 12-5 record, and we lost in the first playoff game of the season against the Philadelphia Eagles. We know how that game went. There was a horrible call against us, and it was a touchdown for Philadelphia. And the offense was, simply put, terrible. So we hired a new offensive coordinator to replace Myles Pratt, and his name is Brent Perkins. He already has several talents across the board in terms of his coaching tree. So hoping for him to give us a nice boost to the offense. We also changed our playbook to the Mike McCarthy playbook. But we ran the ball very poorly in preseason with this playbook. We passed it very well. So we'll see how this affects the offense compared to our last 3 seasons with the Niners playbook. But now we got opening day keys going into week 1. And for me, coming off that loss against Philly, it's got to be dominant offense. They got to show us something different here. But it might be difficult. And I will show you why. Look what happened in practice. David Jackson and Denard McCollum, our number 2 and 3 receivers, are going to miss this week 1 game. How many times have we seen a starting receiver miss week 1? It is got to be like 80% of our seasons to this point. So we're going to need our new rookie tight end, Jason Holcomb, to step up here against the Panthers if we want a real chance to win this game. He and the other backup receivers are going to have quite a handful of production, hopefully, in this next game. And it's going to be his first in the NFL. This Panthers team is led defensively by defensive end Demarius Roberson, an X-Factor at 30 years old. He's been in the league for quite some time. He's only a finesse rusher with a swim move and a high motor. Really good speed and great tackling and awareness, and relatively high strength rate defensive end. He's coming off a 12-sack season, so expect him to create some havoc on the edge. They've also got 2 really good tackles, so it might be hard for us to get to Bryce Young, who is still the quarterback at 33 years old, but he's down to 86 overall. They've also got Khalil Carrington as their aging strong safety. But then they go young at free safety with an X-Factor 24-year-old and Paul Thurmond, who is entering his 4th season here in the NFL. He's got some decent zone coverage, but really good man coverage. So if he's going to be a one-on-one, expect it to be hard to fit it into a tight window. I am also going to start our rookie defensive tackle, Myles Garrett, over Carl Graham on non-third down plays. So Carl Graham will come in for those pass rushing plays for the most part, but if we're not playing a nickel or dime defense, then expect Myles Garrett to fill up the middle just like Bradley Lynch did for us these past 2 seasons. Here we go in week 1 at home. Are we in store for another week 1 curse? Let's find out. Year number 12 is officially underway here in SoFi Stadium. Down below, the Falcons moved to 1-0 with a 35-21 win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. We got to face their division rival. In the NFC South, it is the Carolina Panthers, led by Bryce Young. Here's our first look at this brand new defensive line, and Myles Garrett trying to burst up the middle, but he can't tackle Young from behind. He takes off for a 15-yard gain. I believe Garrett is wearing number 79, so he had some pressure on that initial one, showing off the power. Now we got Carl Graham in as the nose tackle. 5 on the line. They hand it off, and it's going to begin a 4 for Collins. He brought back Emmanuel Forbes in the offseason, so he's our new number 2 corner. That one's broken up by George Vance on Young's first pass attempt. Now they got 3rd down. Young's got time, but he's off the mark. And the Rams defense will force a punt on the opening drive. Here's our first look at Jesse Wagner on his brand new contract. This is the year where it all kicks in. We hand it off to Blackshear, and he goes backwards. We saw that we ran the ball very poorly with this playbook in the preseason, and we're going to see if that's going to be the case here. If it is, then we're going to have to change it because we cannot have a poor run game at all, especially with Blackshear on this team. We go out to our rookie tight end, Jason Holcomb. On the screen, he gains 3 to bring up 3rd and 7. We had the #1 passing offense in terms of points and yards, and we hand it off on 3rd and 7. What the hell was that? I'm already pissed. Fumble on the punt return. It's recovered by the Rams. Do you believe it? We get it back. If we do anything close to that 3rd and 7 handoff again, I will not continue with this playbook. I promise you that. We get it back off the turnover, and we go right to Deontay McCoon for a gain of 7 or 6 to bring up 2nd and 4. We are in field goal range. What a big play by our special teams. We'll have to check and see who forced that. Blackshear gets the carry and has enough for a first. The Chargers just absolutely bludgeon the Colts 38-9. That pass is broken up for Martez Kyle. Derek Stingley in coverage. Empty look on 2nd down, and Kyle hangs on this time to set up 3rd and 6. And the pistol on 3rd down. Wagner, cross-body throw. A bit out in front of McCoon. Incomplete. We strike first with the field goal, and the fumble was caused by the rookie safety, Quan Shirley. The Panthers set up shop just inside their own 20-yard line to start their next possession. And Collins gains 5 more on the ground. Going to be curious to see how this front 4, front 5 can do against the ground game. Obviously, one of the ideas behind bringing in Myles Garrett was to be a better run stopper. And so far, he is showing me some power. He is really getting into the backfields, just pushing linemen forward, but has not had a tackle for loss just yet. 3rd and 2 for Carolina. They hand it off, and Collins has a first down and much more across the 35. The Rams bring a 4-man rush. Young flushed out of the pocket and thrown away. Another handoff to Collins. Levy had his block picked up and could not get to him. 4 runs for 27 yards. Definitely not a good start for us, but a great start for Collins on the ground. Another 3rd and short for Bryce Young. He's got good protection, and it's stumped off, but this time Levy got there in time. Now a lineman is shaken up for Carolina. Another really good punt by the Panthers has us pinned inside our 15 for the 2nd time. Wagner links up with Martez Kyle, who's playing in the slot in this game because of the David Jackson and McCollum injuries. 2nd and 4 from the 17. Got to get this ground game going here. Get Blackshear hot. We go back to McCoon to move the sticks. Back to throw. Another short one. These have all been very short throws. 6 for 33 yards. 2 to the rookie Holcomb. Down below, Seattle takes a 7-3 lead over Detroit as Blackshear finds a crease and gets the first down. Trips top of the screen. Wagner looking McCoon's way, and he's got 9. Final play of the quarter, and we're going backwards. Loss of 2. 8 yards on 5 runs for Blackshear. The first quarter is over. Can't really tell if it's the offensive line or the playbook. Wagner got it, and it's gone. That was so close to a pick, but it's a touchdown for DeAndre Higgins out of nothing. Haven't called his name a single time in his career, but Wagner just got it to him in time, and the Rams lead by 2 scores. What a play for a first touchdown this season. The 59-yard touchdown right after I was talking about all these short throws, and we link up with one of our depth receivers stepping in for the injured guys, and he steps up in a big way. That might be his first career touchdown for DeAndre Higgins, and what a play it was. The Panthers get it back at their 23. It's tipped up off of Levy's helmets and complete. Rams show blitz. Our linebackers back off, but off the edge, it's Forbes for the sack. In his first game back in LA, he comes through to force their 3rd punt. Our next drive starts in plus territory. You gotta love it. This pass defense so far has been great. We start over the middle with Martez Kyle, a gain of 8. 9 for 11 through the air for Jesse Wagner, passing the ball very well to start this game, and now he is in the zone, right as I say it. And he's going to keep it. He's going to run for a first down, and he does not fumble. We've got to not run that ever again, please. I'm so tired of seeing those plays, because eventually there's going to be a fumble. We get like a max of 5 yards out of those plays. This one's caught. Holcomb's got the first down. From the 25, play fake. It's stumped off for Joaquin Estes, and he gains 7. The delivery on the outside. Short gain for Holcomb. A really good tackle by the Panthers, and we've got 3rd and short inside the red zone. We're going to throw it. Quick one. Incomplete. Just outside the numbers. The Panthers defense holds. Or do they? We're staying out there on 4th and 2. Blackshear converts it. We're not done yet. From the 12. Good protection outside. Great tip away in the secondary. Trips towards the bottom. Nobody at the top. Wagner on the outside. Incomplete. Knocked away from Kyle by Stingley. And now we're going 5 wide on 3rd and 10. Wagner has Blackshear wide open. What a play call. Touchdown Rams. His first of the season. All right. I'm liking the passing game so far. Now, can the run game get going the rest of the way? Because that would be a huge boost to us in the second half to drain some clock. I also love the aggressiveness to go for it on 4th and 2, because if you're up by 10, you know, going for a 4th and 2 makes more sense than taking a field goal, because, you know, then you give yourself a best chance to go up by 3 scores as opposed to 2. So I like the play call there. Nice tackle made on 1st and 10 for no gain. And Young's got time to throw. It is caught. What a grab. Who is that? I think it's Xavier. No, it's Morris. I was going to say Xavier Triplett, who's their number 1 receiver, but it's somebody else. Carolina all the way up to their own 47-yard line. Now a screen. Collins has some room and is brought down at the 46-yard line in Rams territory. This right here is the most promising drive so far for Carolina. Collins tackled inches shy of the first. Very short to go. Collins has the first down. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Carolina looking for their first points. That's broken up by Deontay Presley. Young, outside the numbers. That's the first catch for his tight end, Clayton Conley, and he is shaken up on his first touch. We're showing pressure on third down again. We're going to back off. It's complete. And Levy plants the receiver inches short of the first down. That was triplets. And the Panthers will settle for a field goal instead of going for it on 4th and inches. Interesting call. They just want some points on the board here, and they're going to get them. Is there too much time on the clock for the Rams, though? 2 minutes, 10 seconds, all 3 timeouts, plus the warning. We go to an end around, and McCoon only gains a single yard. Out of the warning, we're going to throw it. Wagner under pressure. He has to throw it away. Now we're in danger of giving Carolina a real chance. That one just dropped by Higgins. Panthers offense starts a third of the way up the field. Would love to get a stop on this possession. That one's dropped by Triplet. Young takes off on the outer edge. And he gains 5 to bring up 3rd and 5. They're going no huddle. We have problems against this before. Young heaves it down the field. It's caught in traffic by Morris. And now Quincy Basnight is hurt on the play. Panthers already in field goal range. Young misfires on first down. Gotta start getting more pressure on Bryce Young here in the pockets. And we get just that. It's thrown away. All right, a huge 3rd down. They need 10 yards for a first. Pressure backs off. 4-man rush. Young under pressure and thrown away again. Just what I was looking for. And now our offense still has time. A minute to play, 2 timeouts. 1st and 10. Wagner's got good protection. It's stumped off for McCoon, though. Got to start moving the ball a bit further down the field if we want a chance to get points on the board prior to halftime. We've already drained over 20 seconds off the clock. Down the field. That's more like it. Higgins out of bounds. Or not out of bounds, I guess. We burn a timeout. With 29 seconds left, but we are into Panthers territory once again. 86 yards on 2 grabs for Darius Higgins. Sidearm throw. McCoon's wide open. And we should get a field goal off to close the half. To send us to halftime, the field goal from about 45, 46 yards is good from Glenn Douglas. We answer right back and we lead at halftime 20-6. A nice 14-point halftime lead. Again, we are passing the ball so well, but on the ground have not really done a great job creating space for Blackshear. And he's been tackled for a loss a handful of times already in this first half. The Niners take a 21-7 lead against their division rival Cardinals. So Trevor Lawrence, the new quarterback in San Fran, will have to watch a game against those guys at some point this year with their new star QB. At Atlanta, we saw this score led by their new quarterback Lamar Jackson, 3 touchdowns, 2 incompletions. Bijan Robinson, 91 yards on 18 attempts. And the Falcons take that one. You got the Lions on the road against Seattle. They're in a pretty low-scoring game. Both quarterbacks have thrown first-half picks, with the Seahawks lead approaching the halftime break. Got to protect this 14-point lead. Wagner delivers a strike, and Martez Kyle had to go up for it, but he makes the grab. First down, Rams. Had to high point that throw, but really good awareness by our receiver, and what a grab that was. He's had a pretty good day so far, I would say, despite an earlier drop. 4 for 41. And now from the 40, we hand it off, but Blackshear does not get good blocking at all. But Wagner's still in the zone here to start the half. That one's broken up in traffic for McCoon. Carolina showing blitz. They back off a bit. Wagner steps up and just throws it away. He had a guy right there wide open. All right, so here's a chance for Carolina to cut a lead in half if they score a touchdown. Young delivers a strike, and they are into Rams territory immediately. Up to our 40-yard line. That's the first grab for Boykin. That was Forbes getting beat there in coverage. Good protection for Young. He dumps it off on first down for a 4-yard gain. I think he's already passed to 5 or 6 different receivers in this game. And there's a first down, right back to Boykin. Now they're going to hand it off. Collins works his way for 4. And same play, and there's some space inside the 5. Touchdown Panthers. Ben Collins. Not how you want to start a third quarter. We got to respond on offense after that drive by Carolina. Play fake on 1st and 10. Wagner slings it out of reach for a guy that was open. Hand off to the outside. Blackshear gets around 5. But we have 1, not ran the ball well, and 2, we have not defended the run well. And that has let Carolina back in this game. Got to convert on this 3rd and 5. Wagner, incomplete to Kyle. And the Rams go 3 and out. 2 straight drives to open this third quarter. 6.5 per carry for Collins so far in this game. That's one of our best tackles of the entire game. Strong side run for Collins. He breaks one loose. First down, Panthers. They've already got over 100 rushing yards. Collins breaks a tackle and gains 9 more. If this front 4 is not going to step up, our linebackers need to. We are horrible against the run. They're just running it down our throats. Now they're going to pass it. Collins! Inside the 5 and down at the 1. What has happened to our defense since halftime? They look a whole lot worse. From the 1. Young. Outside, out of reach. Are we in store for another LA Rams second half collapse? Young keeps it and waltzes in untouched. And the game is tied. Just like that. Less than a quarter to tie the game. They were down by 14. Two 3-and-outs and 2 touchdowns allowed, and now it's a brand new ball game the rest of the way. Blackshear across the 30. Might be his best run. Right back to the ground. Blackshear. Not enough for a first. 3rd and 1. Please just hand this ball off. Barnett in motion. It's play fake. Wagner. Just throws it away. Are you kidding? 3 3-and-outs? Oh boy, here we go. The Panthers have a chance to take the lead for the first time in this game. Under 2 to go here in the third quarter, and the offense has come to a screeching halt ever since halftime. Where have we seen this before? They give it to Collins again, but this time he's stuffed. 3rd and 5 coming up. This right here is your best chance to force a punt. Young has a receiver wide open. Triplet across the 45. There is still no sign of Quincy Bazin out there, so he must be out for the rest of this game. Young under pressure again, and he completes it across the 50. From the 48 to open the fourth. Another receiver wide open. Boykin across the Rams 40. And now they're in field goal range. Showing blitz with Daniel Levy on 1st and 10. He's going to back off, though, and they hand it off to Collins. Gain of 3. 126 yards on 17 carries. Only 2 tackles so far for the rookie Myles Garrett. He has had no impact in this game, despite showing some promise against single blockers. He has not made any plays at all in the backfield, and Triplett once again moves the chains. And we're about to be down here in this game at home. Young floats it to Collins. Gain of 8. We're not forcing any incompletions in this half compared to the first half, but we do take down Young this time. It's only a short yardage sack, but a big one by Raheem Finch. On 3rd down, Young's going to keep it, and he has the first down inside the 10. When have we ever been good at defending those option runs? Like, never. And now we're only showing 3 on this defensive line. What are we calling here? Collins. Touchdown untouched. We are now up to 3 3-and-outs and 3 touchdowns allowed on 6 total drives in this second half. And we're going backwards on the first play. 21 unanswered points by Carolina. And it's picked off. It's a pick 6. Make it 28. We take over from the 22. It's stumped off again for McCoon. I have never seen us play this horribly in a single half, maybe ever. Especially in a second half. This is just horrible. That one's knocked away. We got 3rd and 5. We got 6 minutes on the clock here to make a comeback. We got our first down of the second half with under 6 to play in the 4th quarter. I mean, what the hell happened between the first and second half? What happened at halftime? And now Zach McCoy's injured. What next, our quarterback? From the 41, we're going to keep it through the air. It's stumped off for Kyle. Gain of 2. We just look lifeless all of a sudden on both sides of the ball. Wagner hit as he threw out of bounds. They got to go for it. We need 8 yards. And we got him. Just enough to Jason Holcomb. We're across midfield, but we got to score a touchdown, get a stop, and then score again to force overtime. That's pretty much what we're going for here. We can't even complete a screen pass. We're going to go right back to it, though. Blackshear got some good blocking finally and has a first down. You got to go fast, though, to give your defense a chance here, but they haven't had a single stop all half long after allowing only 6 points there in the first half. Blackshear is taken down by the face mask. In the red zone now on 1st and 10. Wagner outside finds McCoon. Gain of 8. That first down stops the clock. Got to put the ball in the end zone here quickly. Wagner intercepted. This game's over. Panthers win with a second half shutout, 34-20. I felt so good after that first half, but like many games in years past, we just completely and utterly stunk it up in the second half. That's got to be our worst single half of football of the entire series. I have never seen us allow 28 points and score nothing in a single half. That's like what you do in like one game. We did that in 2 quarters after putting up 20 points in the first half. I mean, what more can you really say? Both picks by Wagner were absolutely horrible throws. He threw it 46 times. We ran the ball only about 10 times and got 30 yards, 3 per carry. We allowed 6.5 for Collins, 9.3 on average for Bryce Young, and 3 on the ground in total. I mean, that was just insanely horrible. Like, way worse than I could have ever imagined. We have now lost 3 straight games going back to last year's regular season. That's fun for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. And now in week 2, we got to face our former number 1 receiver, Trevor Upton, who's coming off a 100-yard, 1-touchdown performance in week 1. Did not help us out losing both of our top 2 or 2 of our top 3 receivers in week 1. We're just never fully healthy in week 1. Never. Not a single week have we been healthy to open the season. I have already seen quite enough of this playbook. We're going to switch things up again until we find a playbook that works for this team on a consistent basis, because for some reason playbooks matter a whole lot more than they actually should in this godforsaken game. Let's try the Atlanta playbook and see if that works out. Just a crazily disappointing game like we're used to. We almost always blow a first half lead in week 1. So someone's got to go back and check all those games and see how many times we led at halftime in week 1 and how many times we won the game. Because it's not a lot at all. But here we are. We are 0-1 like many other seasons before it. I think we were 0-1 last year as well after dropping a game against the Titans. So once again, starting a season like all the rest, I'm getting real sick and tired of it. I just want to win a game. But it's been over 4 games since we've won one. So that's where we're at. Gonna end the episode here, folks. Please like the video. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content and these series. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.